Good morning and welcome to Morning Coffee with Jen, who would be me. I wanted to go over how to properly request a picture installation or portal installation in the Uplift because we've been getting a lot of them and it looks like we have people who are either new to requesting or who are looking for things later or whatever. So we're going to go through all that today. I figured that's the easiest way to handle it. So how do you request a picture or portal installation? You start by going to tinyurl.com/upliftiumservices. And bam, there it is. So it's the Upliftium Services requisition. Now it goes through everything in here. So we'll go through it. Picture installations are 400,000 Upliftium per picture per point of installation. So every spot you put a picture, no matter what picture, no matter where you're doing it, if you're using the same picture 10 times, doesn't matter, 400,000 each. Screenshots, 125,000 Upliftium. Portals are 10 million Upliftium each, and that is a portal pair. A portal pair can go between two plots on the same world. If you are adding pictures to a portal installation, it is an additional 400,000 per picture per point of installation. A portal pair, so an entrance and an exit, with two pictures is 10,800,000 Upliftium. So there we go. When you submit your request, your Upliftium will be debited from your ledger as quickly as I can get to it. This means if you are prepaying for something or wanting to hold a spot for later, your Upliftium is going to be burned when we receive your request. I will make a note that your Upliftium has been burned, and I will make a second note that we are waiting for more information when you decide what you want to do. If you are prepaying for services, only submit one form. And I'm going to alter the form a bit later and put this in there. What you need to do if you are prepaying for services, submit a form. You will get an email confirmation that your form has been received. When you decide what you want to do with your pictures or portals, you are going to be sending us an email and forward a copy of your form receipt so that we know what date and time to look up for you. And then we'll work off of the one you already submitted. It's super straightforward that way. The pictures in Minecraft can only be scaled by %. One block has an optimal resolution of 128 by 128 pixels. If you're submitting a QR code, it must be that exact resolution or it doesn't work. And then there's a tutorial for how to resize images on your computer. And I have another graphic, I think, on how that all works as well. Optimal resolution is either 128 or 256 pixels per inch, or dots per inch, depending on your image program. If your image has a lower resolution, it might not look amazing. If the resolution is higher than 256, you'll need to lower it because vanilla Minecraft doesn't display things higher than that. We don't change your resolution. We don't change your image size. That's not what we do. That is your job. In my tutorial there, I go through how to do it with a program that is free on the internets, easy peasy. When you fill out your form, you also have to send us your pictures. Images must be submitted in one email, please, to, and then there's our email address. If your images don't fit in one email, send a Google Drive link. It's, again, super easy. Or like Dropbox or whatever you use that you can share. Acceptable formats are JPEG, not animated GIFs, and PNG. Image names may not contain spaces or brackets. So then I've got an example, not like that, but like that. You are responsible for submitting an image named in the correct format. Image names containing spaces or brackets cannot be used. And we will simply tell you that. So if you try to send it to us in a format that we can't use, you will get a response from us saying, please rename your image and resend it. When you send in your email, please include a screenshot of the place on your plot with the coordinates visible when you press F3 so that we know where we're going and where we're putting the thing. The cost to redo a portal image, Zestra is asking, is exactly the same as a new image. It's 400,000 upliftium. So anytime we touch pictures, it's 400,000 upliftium. So if we are replacing them, if we are changing them, if we are simply removing them, if whatever it is that we're doing, the picture is 400,000. Moving portals is a whole other ball of wax, and I would recommend talking to Gary about that. I'm not a portal expert. I'll put it that way. They might be able to be rewired. I don't really know all the details on that. So that's a Gary question. If there are multiple people involved in your project, give us the contact information and communicate as a group. Send a group email. Use reply all. And this is very useful if multiple people are paying for the thing. There's a spot in the form for discussing payment and who's paying how much, and that all has to be in there. Because if we have to go back and forth on the email for who's paying for what, it's just a giant pain. Why waste everybody's time? Upliftium services does not include block removal. If there's something in the way of your image or portal, you are responsible for clearing it, and if it's on somebody else's plot, obviously we're not touching it. If that wasn't obvious, it is now. Then there are a couple of how-to videos, and I have a graphic that I think I've put somewhere that I can put up again for image, whatever, resizing, naming, all of that. I'm going to put all that in the announcements after on the Uplift Discord. So what I wanted to do is go through how to fill out the form, because I need some pictures on my portals. So first, my email. Yeah, let's just use this one. Then how to resize images. Oh, good, I did leave that in there. So there's a handy dandy graphic that'll explain it, how to do the math, how to resize the images, etc. Super easy. How many pictures am I requesting? Well, I'm requesting 2. How many portals am I requesting? I'm requesting none. Did I remember to email my images or Google Drive link? I'm going to say, no, I'll go do it right now. And I'll go do it after, because I am the email. So, is it okay to share screenshots on social media for marketing or fun? Yeah, sure. Don't care. The Upliftium services I want pictures. Now, even though I'm putting the pictures on my existing portals, because I didn't have pictures for them before and I couldn't afford them anyway, I'm not clicking on a portal with pictures because my portal already exists. So then it has my name. It filled that out for me. If someone else is contributing, please enter. If nobody else is contributing, you don't have to fill anything in there. If you're requesting a portal, it goes to someone else's plot. Nope. If your project is a group project, nope. What big city? I live in Minecraft username, Flex address, Telegram, Twitter, Discord. I don't remember who I am on the Discord. I always have to look. So just a second. I should know this, but I don't. Okay. World name. My portals are on CK. Coordinates. Okay. And this has some specific instructions. It must include the X, the Y, and the Z. And what I'm going to add in here as well is if you are requesting a service for a later date, you don't have to put in coordinates because you might not know them yet. You might just be like, I want to pay for my services and then I'll figure it out later. To be determined. I don't have that information offhand anyway, and I'm probably going to be doing my own pictures, so whatever. To be determined. I acknowledge, and I read the things. So there are a couple of agreements here. There's the Uplift World Game Terms of Use, and that may have been updated since I last read it. The Mojang account terms, the Microsoft Services Agreement, and the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. If you haven't read all of those, it's probably a good idea to go through them because they each have different criteria. The Uplift has some specific do's and don'ts. Mojang has some specific do's and don'ts. Microsoft is mostly just, PG-13, don't copyright violate anybody. And the Digital Millennium Copyright Act explains the copyright stuff. So I have done that. How long does it take for Upliftium to be removed from our accounts? Well, it depends. It's a process. So first I go through the billing and make sure that you have enough Upliftium. Then I put it in a spreadsheet that I send to my person who does the accounting and who actually takes the Upliftium out of the account. It depends on schedules, timing, and all of that. Lately, I've kind of been doing it once a week with the burn business that's picking up with all of the burn Upliftium for DAO token stuff. I'm going to be doing it probably daily. Maybe not daily this week because I've got kids home from school for a few days. So there's that. But I am going to attempt to go through and do it daily. So it would probably be daily or close to it every other day, every couple of days. If you have any doubts, if you want to know if it's happened yet, like it will show up on your Upliftium ledger as being either done or not done. If it doesn't show up, it's not done. If it does show up, it's done. So you can always go and check there. Questions, comments, or other info? Okay, so I just wrote a note saying I can put up my own pictures. I don't know my coordinates offhand. I haven't decided which pictures yet, etc. And Zestra says, I don't math. Don't worry about it. If you don't have enough, I'll find you. There's a graphic for that. So now that I've got my form filled out here and I've looked at that, and I'm going to say that I've read this whole handy dandy infographic on sizing. I'm going to have to go through and do all of that anyway. I'm going to submit my form. Submit. Ooh, it's got a catchba. Okay, so it wants to know all the chimneys. There's a chimney, there's a chimney, there's a chimney. I don't see any other obvious chimneys. Is that a chimney? I don't know, whatever. It'll tell me if I'm wrong. There. And then it says your response is being recorded, and it will send you an email to confirm that. So if you don't get a confirmation email, we probably didn't get your form. If you don't see this screen, we probably didn't get your form. So those are the things to keep in mind there. Good morning, Sue. Yeah, so that's the dealio for this, all about pictures. I will put the link for the request form and the infographic and I'll update it so that it has what to do if you're requesting services for later, all of that business. Good morning and good morning. Formula 38. I'm a complete Upliftium noob. Is there a video explaining the burning value or use cases? Kind of. There isn't really a video explaining the burning. I'll go back to the beginning here. Okay, so with my form here, tinyurl.com/upliftium services, there's a video for how to resize images, but there are 2 how-to videos, and it's been, honestly, I'm going to be honest, it's been so long, I don't even remember what's in the videos. The videos are more of a how-to-ishy sort of thing. They're less about use cases, but your big major use cases for Upliftium are right here at the top. We've got picture installations, screenshots, portals. Those are the 3 big ones. There's also shops. Upliftium is used for in-world shops. And it is also, the fancy new use case is that you can burn Upliftium to get yourself some more DAO tokens. Of course, my furnace is kicking in now. That's really noisy. Yeah, you can burn Upliftium, and so any of the Upliftium services will count as a burn, and you can also, in the Discord announcement, it explains it, there's a Wax wallet where you can send your Upliftium to be burned. So that's in the Uplift World Discord in the announcements section. I'm not saying it out loud because I don't have my notes in front of me, and I'm not giving you wrong information. So go to the announcements, read through there. And that's probably your best bet for all of the use cases. Now, the other thing about Upliftium, and there's another infographic on Upliftium and Liftium, and how to take your NFT and tokenize it. So that infographic is out there somewhere. It's in the Discord. There's a section. Now I have to look because I'm just totally not with it today. Creative or tutorials. It might be in tutorials. There are lots of videos and tutorials. But in the creative channel of the Uplift Discord, if you scroll up enough, there's an infographic that explains how to I'm losing my train of thought in a big way. How to change Upliftium from an NFT into a token. And once it's tokenized, of course, you can trade it for wax. You can trade it for I think there are a couple other token pools, blue maybe. But yeah, you can actually get it into something that you can use as currency outside of the game. Let's see here. Look through the comments. Jay, I sent some images through last night. Using the pixels you suggest, the images seem really small. Am I crazy thinking here? I don't know because I haven't seen your pictures yet, and I would have to do the math. Generally, if for pixel business, if you have 128 pixels per sea lantern, it tends to work out. So 128 pixels per sea lantern. If I have 5 sea lanterns, it's 5 times 128 would be my dimension one way, and then however many sea lanterns the other way would be times 128 would be the resolution that way. So I had an example in here. So my example here is if I have a picture that's 1280 by 640 in terms of resolution, I divide those by 128 and I get 10 sea lanterns by 5 sea lanterns. And that's a pretty standard-ish image size, or at least it's one that easily divides by 128. That would kind of be what I recommend. If it's for a QR code, it really works best at 128 by 128. So that's pretty specific. Everything else, though, and it's possible that it might seem small on your computer screen and maybe it looks better in Minecraft. Like, that's something to keep in mind. But if you do the math and think about how many blocks it is and how big that looks on your screen in sea lanterns, that'll give you an idea of what it'll look like once the picture's put in. So hopefully that's helpful. And I will take a look at your pictures after and just do a quick look there. Zestra wants to know if we're able to pay for a plot reset yet. I don't believe we've hammered out the details on that. It's something we've been talking about. It's something we want to do. It is moderately complex, and we're just trying to figure out the parameters and what to charge and all the rest of it. So that information would be coming soon. Hopefully, and I don't know about timeline for that. I'm not sure if we wanted to do that before DAO tokens or after DAO tokens. I'm not the best person to ask on that, apparently. So that would be maybe Chris knows in the Discord. Maybe not. Maybe she'll give you the same answer that I just did. Formula 38, thank you. I'm glad that I was able to give you the information you were looking for. And yeah, so there we are. So I think that's probably it for today. I don't want to overload anybody with information, but this form honestly has most of the information you need. It's tinyurl.com/upliftium services. It's super straightforward if you break it down into steps and chunks. So each one of these different colored lines here is a step or a chunk. If you do it in a simple step or chunk, it's easy. If you look at this wall of text and you're thinking, then it's not easy. Just break it down one step at a time. Don't worry too much about the math. We can usually work around it, and yeah, enjoy having pictures and portals up. I'm gonna go figure out what pictures I'm gonna be using now because I have no idea. I might even make some new pictures. I don't know. I'm really, really undecided. Ooh, I know the one I should use. I wonder, I put it up somewhere. I want to show you now. I'm in here for a second. I think I put it up here. I took a picture, I did, of a pumpkin, of its insides. That is my portal. I swear that has to be my portal. Because if that doesn't look like a creepy, spooky, fun time portal, I don't know what does. And I don't even know if it'll look good in Minecraft, and I don't even care. But that's going to be one of my portal pictures. Right there. The inside of a pumpkin. Yeah. Okay. One problem solved. All right. On that note, I'm going to say see you later. I hope everybody has a wonderful Monday. Absolutely wonderful. The end. No questions asked. It will be wonderful, I hope. And we'll see you again. I don't know if I am going to be doing morning coffee tomorrow morning. My kids are home. So with my kids being home, it's probably not really a morning coffee kind of morning. Wednesday, though, Wednesday is a maybe. It's a solid maybe because kids are home Wednesday morning too. Thursday, definitely you're going to see me Thursday morning. So plan for Thursday, and if I'm able to on Wednesday, I will. But don't plan on anything for me for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to hang out with my kids and do whatever it is we're going to do. So have a happy Monday. Bye.